going to be moving the electrical that was currently in this wall. As you can see, there was some electrical outlets down here in the bottom. Took it and pulled the wires up into the attic. We've got our new spot measured out right here for the new outlet. So with these boxes right here, what you want to do is there's notches right there, so you want the edge of your board, that's where you want it to butt up. Whatever height that you want your box, you slap it up against the stud right there until that stops on that notch, and then you take it and you nail these in. Just like that, you've got it mounted in place, ready to go. Pull your wire down. Now what we have to do is, since we've got our box set in the wall, we got to get an access point for our wire to come down from the attic to our electrical box. So right now I've got a 12-inch extension with a 3/4 inch hole saw bit attached to it, and I'm going to drill them up there with my DeWalt impact. I'm going to drill it up through there, and then we're going to go fish the wire out of the attic that we're going to be using for it. Alright, so now we've got our hole drilled up through into the attic. Unless you have somebody helping you, they can be up in the attic while you're drilling this down to see it and push the wire down to you. We've got a fish tape here, and we're going to push it up because 18 to 20 inches from the outside exterior wall. Now, if you've never been up in an attic, this right here is the very front wall of the house. So if you've ever looked at a roof, you see that it's pitching down at you. So with the ceiling there, that roof pitch, it gets smaller and smaller until it comes to a point down there right in the corner. So since we're really close to that edge, not a whole lot of room to work with up there. Most of the time, to get in that, you would actually have to try to get as much insulation as you could out of the way, lie flat, and go head first down into that corner to be able to get over and access where your wire is going to be pushing through at. So since we do not want to do that, I'm going to push my fish tape up. That way it will curve over towards the center of the attic. That way I can get a hold of it out there where I can actually move around, tie my wire onto, and then pull it down where it needs to go. You want to push it up till you and feel it push through that insulation up there. Or if your attic has blown in insulation, you won't have to worry about that because it'll just go right through it anyway. So I'm going to take that right there. I pushed about 10 or 12 feet up inside the attic there. So it by the time it gets through the insulation, I should be over that way a good 8 feet. So that'll give me some room, tie the wire on, pull it down, and make it much easier, less messy on me. I am currently up in the attic. Tip number 1, if you are working up in an attic, you want to be careful how you are walking around. As you can see, I've got the insulation, it's currently pulled back right now so that I can get over here. Whenever you're walking in an attic, you want to ensure that you are stepping on these beams right here. You do not want to step right there where the insulation is between them, because all that is sheetrock that will not hold your weight. You will go straight through the ceiling. That is our old wire that we pulled up here. Ensure that the power is off before you start messing with it. Most likely this is not going to be long enough, so we're going to set a box up here in the attic, and then we're going to pull a new wire over to where our box is going to go. That fish tape that we pulled up, or pushed up, you can see it's coming up through the ceiling right there. If I had not pushed that fish tape, can you see how deep this insulation is, how I would have had to crawl back there. This way, I can reach over and grab the fish tape and pull it over here to where I'm at. We got our new wire right here. We've got a box. You want to take it and you want to uncoil it. Okay, a coiled up wire does not like to pull. What we want to do is get our fish tape right here, and if you could see, it's got a hook on it right there. Okay, so what I like to do is take and cut a little bit of this coating back. So take it, cut those back just like that. Okay, just cut it back about 2 or 3 inches, and I want to bend that over that copper wire right there, and I want to put it right around that, just that one. I take my pliers and I pinch it so that it's not going anywhere. And then I take my other 2 wires and I just lay them flat against that fish tape head right there. I take my tape and I start wrapping it around that wire. You want to start below where you cut it so that you won't have a spot where it could hang up on you whenever you're pulling it. Now, since I have my wire laid out up in the attic here, I can go downstairs and I can pull this wire down where I need it, and then come back up here and cut it at the box and put it in the box. You can just pull it out. I like to roll it back up while I'm pulling it. You pull it down, and you want to go easy. You don't need to pull it like, you don't need to yank it and pull it super hard. None of that. And we pull it through. Just like that. Then, move my ladder out of the way. Take it, pull it all the way down where your box is. I like to pull it all the way down to the floor. That way, then I know I've got plenty. Then I'm going to take, and I'm just going to cut it off. Ensure not to cut so far down that you'll cut your fish tape. Just cut the wire. And then we put it in the box. We'll take it and we'll nail it here all the way up. Strip off. this coating. I like to start with the grounds. Get them pretty close. And then twist. Cut them off even. Take a wire nut. And then tuck it down in there out of the way. Just like that. And then we want to repeat that process. Take our 3 neutral wires. Wiring up those. And then we take our hot wires. Fold them down like that. Then we take our cover, put it on top, close it up. And then they'll put the sheetrock on and we'll put our outlet in. Thanks for watching. If you hung around this long, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. All that stuff helps me. I do all of this for free on my little channel. I accumulated 20 years or so worth of construction knowledge, and I just want to be able to bring it to you. God bless. Have a wonderful day. The more you know, the more valuable you are.